Did I just see what I think I just saw? I think I saw it. Roll the music. Justice League, Snyder Cut. First thing that comes to mind after watching this movie is, man, I feel kind of bad for Josh Whedon because he took the movie that was just about ready to go and sliced it and diced it and cut it up and changed it and made what we got. Now, unfortunately for Josh Whedon, we see what it could have been, and it was a lot better. It was a lot better, man. It was a lot better, man. I'm a Marvel fanboy. I am. But I will admit that this was a good Justice League. Starring Henry Cavill, Jared Leto, Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher, Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and Jason Momoa. And starring a couple other people that I will talk about in my spoiler review. This is spoiler-free, spoilerish free. This was almost a brand new movie. There weren't a lot of cuts from the original movie. There were scenes from the original movie. There were things that happened in the original movie that happened in this movie. But they weren't exactly the same. When Wonder Woman saves those people and she's blocking all of the bullets at super speed, first thing I'm thinking when I saw that was, wow, she killed that dude, right? I mean, because she's almost as strong as Superman, and she threw a dude, and he hit the wall, and the wall cracked. So I'm like, oh, he definitely cracked his skull. I know somebody fell down the steps one time, 7 steps, died. This is Wonder Woman throwing a dude with Wonder Woman power against the wall. I was like, that dude dead? I wonder, did the police ever come up to the Justice League and was like, hey, last week you killed 27 people, so gotta talk. I wonder if that ever happens. Probably not, because Superman's on the team. You don't want none of that. Anyway, different takes on a lot of similar scenes. The scene where, all of the scenes, if you take the original movie and take them and put them in a "this will be better" box, shake it up real good, make sure you got it good and covered, lathered up with that "this will be better" juice. That's what you got. That's what you got. I don't want to give away too many factors here. There was a surprise. There were 2 surprise characters. One of them I was kind of expecting to see. You're probably aware of who that is. He is a Justice League type dude. I was kind of expecting to see him definitely in the movie. But they make mention of another guy that's in a movie. It would be like if you were watching a movie and the guy says, hey, that's my buddy. It's a Superman movie, but that's my buddy, Bruce Wayne. In your mind, you'd be like, that's Batman. I'm a comic book guy. They said a dude's name in the movie, and I was like, that, I know who that is. So there's another person that's going to be probably showing up soon if they do what I'm hoping they do, which would be a Snyder Cut Justice League Part 2. Because this is the exit ramp that they needed. This is the segue. This is the turning point. This is the edge right over the horizon. This is the new beginning. Man, they can use this movie and evolve the DC universe. And to be honest, being a Marvel guy, I'm a little nervous because that was a good movie. It was so good, in fact, that if they continued in that particular way, they might rival Marvel. Hush, I say. But they might. So that was a good movie. I did not like Darkseid, because Darkseid got the business. And if you're a dude that's like supposed to be, he said he had conquered 100,000 worlds. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, well, if you're the dude that conquered 100,000 worlds, you're not supposed to catch a beating, and he kind of caught a beating, kind of a little bit caught a beating. So I'm thinking, of course, I gotta relate it. You couldn't walk up to Thanos and give him none of that work. You'll get dusted. He'll snap you out of existence. He'll beat you up. He fought Thor, Iron Man, and Cap all at the same time. And Cap had the powers of Thor because he could pick up Mjolnir at that time. So he fought all three of them and almost killed them. Thanos, Darkseid is in this movie, and he's giving up a fight with whoever, I'm not going to say, but he's having a fight, and he almost got beat to death. I was like, wow, he's dead, but he didn't die, but I'm like, wow, I thought he was going to be dead, because he caught a beating. I did not like that Darkseid. Reading the comic books, Darkseid has always been a dude you don't want to run into. Even Superman, even if you got the powers of Superman, you run into Darkseid, you know, the next panel, he might be holding his fist up, holding you in the air by your cape while you're unconscious. In this one, I think I could take Darkseid. I think if I went to the gym, worked out for a few months, got on, you know, a high carb diet, I could probably take him because he didn't seem that tough to me. So that was a problem. But aside from that, this was a really, really, really good movie. It fills in a lot of blanks. The previous movie, and I know I'm talking about that previous movie, but it's compared to this movie, that movie kind of sucked. So this movie fills in a lot of blanks. That movie was Little Red Riding Hood, Wolf, Grandma's House, something about some goodies, victuals, and that's it. This movie fills in the blanks. Little Red Riding Hood. Who was she? What's her motivation? Why is she there? The wolf? What's going on with that dude? Why does he want to eat people? This movie filled in a lot of blanks. It fleshed out a lot more of the Flash's story. It fleshed out a lot more of Aquaman. You know, in the Aquaman movie, he hadn't met Myrna yet, but in the Justice League movie, which happened before, in front of that movie, he already knew who she was. So how did he know who she was, and then a year or so later, he had never met her before? It didn't make no sense. They fixed that. They fixed that a little bit. Not a lot, but to touch on it. They fixed it a little bit. The thing about him taking the throne, to kind of touch on that. Not a lot, but a little bit, to give you an idea of what's going on. They flesh out a lot of things. Cyborg ties this movie together. Cyborg connects a lot of the dots. They use him to connect, him and his backstory connects a lot of the dots. And through him, you're like, oh, okay, that's why that dude was with this dude, and those dudes don't know about that dude yet. Cyborg. They connect dots. It worked. I dug it. They need to have a part 2, though. They need to continue this. They got a good thing right now. You know, some of their movies, I'm not going to name which ones, some of their movies did not stick. You know, some of their movies, you know, the movies that shall not be named. But this movie was good. It was solid. It had jokes where they needed to be. It had seriousness where it needed to be. It had a couple of moments where he was like, you know, a little bit of a tearjerker. It had action. It was filled with action. You know, Batman v Superman was not. It was Batman versus Superman, but they only fought in that 3-hour movie for like 7 minutes or something like that, and then the other stuff was happening. And I'm like, well, what happened to the Batman v Superman? When is that going to happen? You going to get some more of that? Nope. In this movie, there was action spread out evenly throughout the entire movie, and I dug that. I dug it so much that I am going to give the Snyder Cut of Justice League 8 bags of popcorn. 8 bags of popcorn. Man, 4 hours and 2 minutes. 2 Easter eggs at the end. Stick around. Stay till the credits start rolling. Make sure you see everything. 2 Easter eggs. I dug it. I dug it a lot. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Now that we've had a chance to sit down and talk about the Snyder Cut, let's talk about it some more in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. and then like.